औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। प्यारे बच्चों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाह। कल हमने अंडरस्टैंडिंग द लॉ उसको ख़त्म किया और उसका एक क्वेश्चन भी हल किया। आज मैं आपको उसके क्वेश्चन जो हैं वो हल कराऊंगा। दूसरा क्वेश्चन है, स्टेट टू रीजन्स बाय हिस्टोरियंस refute the claim that the British introduced the rule of law in India. इसका आंसर है, rule of law is the distinctive feature of Indian constitution. Generally, it is believed that it was the British government introduced the law in India, but it is not true. Historians have rejected this claim on several grounds. Firstly, British colonial rule was arbitrary. British officials exercised their powers arbitrarily and they were not held responsible under the Law of Sedition Act of 1870 was a part of British law. Secondly, Indian nationalists played very important role the development of rule of law during the British government. Indian nationalists strongly criticizes the arbitrary use of authority by the British officials. Moreover, they demanded equality with the Britishers. By the end of 19th century, many Indians entered legal profession and they demanded respect for rule of law and justice. तीसरा क्वेश्चन, describe in your own words the different ways in which women's groups worked to make this happen. इसका आंसर है, domestic violence is a serious problem and it affects the rights and dignity of women. Women are generally beaten up by their husbands, by their father-in-law, even by their brothers and sons. Women's organizations were demanding protection against being beaten, the right to continue living in a shared household, and often temporary relief. In 1999, layers collective, a group of layers, law students, and activists took the lead in drafting the domestic violence bill. Ultimately, the bill was introduced in Parliament in 2002. The bill was sent Parliamentary Standing Committee. At last, a new bill was introduced in Parliament in 2005. The bill was passed by the Parliament and after the assent of the President became an act. The Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act came into effect. फिर चौथे सवाल का आंसर है, no doubt rule of law was unique feature of British constitution, but in India during the British rule colonial rule was arbitrary and there was no equality before law. During the end of 19th century, Indian nationalists started protest against the arbitrariness of British officials and demand supremacy of law. They demanded not only equality but justice also. Indian lawyers started using law to defend the rights to the Indians. थैंक यू वेरी मच. इसके साथ हमारा अंडरस्टैंडिंग लॉ का चैप्टर है वो ख़त्म हुआ और इसके साथ हमारा T1 भी ख़त्म हुआ. इंशाल्लाह कल से हम U3 स्टार्ट करेंगे. तब तक के लिए खुदा हाफिज़.